infinite blessings and love. Namaste, namaskaram. This is Om Oracle Tarot, and this is the Leo's spiritual path reading for October 2022 for what is on Leo's spiritual path for October. Now, I have to say that these are general readings and may not resonate with everyone. If they don't, that's all right. There's plenty of other great YouTube tarot readers that you can check out. I also want to remind everybody to check your other placements as it can help give you a broader picture of what may be going on. I also want to remind everybody that you can get in contact with me here in the comments of the video. You can also get in contact with me at the Om Oracle Tarot Instagram page, of which there is only one, and the link for that is below in the description of this video. And if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated. And I want to send a big sense of gratitude and thank you to all those who have liked, shared, and subscribed. It really does mean so much. And again, thank you so much. All right. I also want to remind everybody to check out the mid-month Soul Path readings also. And here at the channel, we also do a full moon and new moon readings. All right, here we go. Without any further ado, please give us a message for what is on Leo's spiritual path for October 2022. 3 cards, please. I only take uprights and I only take jumpers from the deck. Also want to say that I don't speak very much in my day-to-day life, so while there are moments of silence while I may be shuffling the cards, do pay attention to anything you see in your mind's eye, anything you hear within yourself, a word, song lyrics, perhaps an emotion bubbles up. You smell something that reminds you of something, as this is your intuition playing a role in this reading, or as we are not together in the physical, I am connecting to your energy, so your energy is very much a part of this reading, and your energy is here, and vice versa. So do pay attention to those. One more card, please. Thank you. All right. So we have the Chariot, the 2 of Swords, the 8 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. So it does appear through October, you're really moving forward with a lot of drive and willpower here. You are really setting forth on this journey that you are on, feeling very ambitious, and you are moving with such speed and tenacity that you are overcoming any obstacles that may be in your way as you move forward. And this forward momentum creates this success. This is successful action taking place here. And here with the 2 of Swords. So there is something that you are weighing your options on. Perhaps you might be in somewhat of an indecision about something. And I feel like I mean, decision or not, you are moving forward. As they say, I think it's Lumen Moon Tarot. It's a great channel. Check them out. But nothing stops the Chariot. Nothing, not even this indecision, can stop the Chariot. So you are moving forward regardless. But there is, you're weighing the option about something, and I believe it is this 8 of Pentacles here. This skill. So the skill you're developing. So you have a choice on what skill you want to really focus all your energy on, because you're really moving forward. So it's almost like you have to pick right or left here, and you can't drive down two roads at the same time in that sense. So you are having to choose this skill to really focus on during October here. This also speaks of mastering yourself. So whatever skill that really focuses on mastering of yourself, it appears to be the right choice. And then we have the Ace of Swords. So there is a breakthrough in this decision, and this Chariot is like I said, is breaking through anything. So you are moving forward regardless of what path you take, but you are having a breakthrough in this indecision. You're breaking through that, and also with whatever skill you decide to master here, you're definitely having a breakthrough, and this creates a lot of success here. I feel like this is also this one sword is going to shed a lot of light. As in the Two of Swords, this individual is blindfolded. They can't really see what choice to make, and it's like the divine is handing you or showing you what road to take here. So paying attention to those types of signs and synchronicities, messages, intuitive hits that you get is really going to play an important role in October here. We will get a little bit more as we go a little bit deeper. A little scooch. All right, this is the Yogic Path deck. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Leo's spiritual path for October 2022. 3 cards, please. All right, we'll take them. All right, thank you. All right. So here we have Dariana here. So this word is speaking of being one-pointed in your mind, being one-pointed in your concentration. So this also speaks to this decision, choosing this one road to go down, to drive your chariot down, and being one-pointed in that. It's like you choose your road, there's no looking back. Now, of course, once you come to another intersection, you can always choose another, as to say, once you've mastered this, you can always go back to your other choice if you want to, of course. But this is kind of speaking of once you choose, you are almost driven forward into this one-pointedness here. Then we have Krishna here. So this is an avatar of Vishnu. But this is the God of love and compassion, this tenderness, if you will. But also protection, very protective here. So whatever you're doing, it does appear to be something that you really love. And it is a pathway to showing compassion here as you move forward here. something that really makes your heart, not your physical heart, but your innermost heart feel really tender in this, not a vulnerable way, but in this really special kind of, it lights up the heart space here. And here we have Saraswati. So Saraswati is the goddess of wisdom, art, speech, music, learning, things of this nature. So again, this speaks to this mastery of this new skill and this new path that you find yourself on. So you're definitely learning something, gaining some wisdom about this, and this may very well be in this art or some mode of expression, some way that you are expressing yourself to a certain extent, but you are definitely learning something in whatever this path that you take is. And then we have Dharma. So Dharma means spiritual path. So this is the path of harmony, being in harmony with the cosmic law of reality. So whatever this choice is that you're making, it does seem to be the path of Dharma, where you are really in harmony with the cosmos here. And this is kind of what lights up your heart in such a way. All right, let's get 3 cards. Please give us 3 cards. This is the Wisdom of the Buddha deck, as I call it. That's not its actual name, but please give us 3 cards for what is on Leo's spiritual path for October 2022. 3 cards, 3 messages, please. All right, this one. All right, let's scoot these over a little bit. One more, please. Thank you. All right, we have Padma Sanjay, the cremation ground dwelling tantric master. This is also an incarnation of Padma Sambhava, the lotus born. And the message here is be courageous. Anything life gives can be an inspiration. So this is where this hesitation comes from, because there's 2 paths, and one might seem a little bit more challenging or out of your realm of comfort. And it almost, it feels like the Spirit is saying, do go with that one, because it is really going to light up your heart in this special way and put you in alignment with the cosmos, with the universe here. Even though this is out of your comfort zone, this message is saying, be courageous. Anything life gives can be an inspiration. So choose the path less traveled here is kind of what it's saying here. And then we have the 8-armed Kuan Yin. And this is the Bodhisattva of compassion. So we have some more compassion here. When stuck in anger, cultivate compassion. So I feel like this 2 of Swords is, and maybe not anger, but it is frustrating. Anytime we are in this position, it is a little frustrating and it feels a little tense. Like, imagine how tense this person's arms are from holding these swords like this all night. Like, that's a lot of tension. And then to not be able to see your surroundings, very, very tense and almost a worn out kind of feeling. So the Spirit is saying, when stuck in this, cultivate compassion and have compassion for yourself. This is the brilliant mind of Yunsha Vijaya. Now, I know that I said that wrong. Please excuse me. But this is the goddess of long life. And the message here is the path of the excuse me. No, don't giggle. Come on. The path of the intellect can yield a long life. All right. And once I get the giggles, it just really starts bubbling. All right. So again, the path of the intellect. We have this learning in this new path that you find yourself on. And even though this is out of your comfort zone, this actually yields a long life here. So there's a little bit more on the table when choosing the right path here. Just saying. All right. Let's scooch this one. This is the Gita deck. Please give us 3 cards for our Leos for what is on their spiritual path for October 2022. 3 cards, please. Thank you. All right, one more. Okay, this is way too many. All right, if they're meant to come out, they'll come back out again. One more, please. Thank you. All right, we have the we have the lamp of knowledge, and this is Ram and Sita, and I forget. This is one of Ram's brothers, and they are talking to Rama's guru here. This is the lamp of knowledge. So there's something that is internal that is lighting your path here. And the Spirit is saying, really pay close attention to that light and what direction it points in here. And again, we have Saraswati again. This is intelligence. So again, with the path of intellect can yield a long life. So again, one of these paths involves a lot of learning. And again, is a little bit out of your comfort zone. But this is where we find the most growth, when we expand out of our comfort zone. And the Spirit is really wanting you to know the importance of that, and that there is going to be a lot of learning, a lot of growth here, a lot of breakthroughs. So I'll just read this. This is going to resonate for somebody. The senses are superior to matter. Mind is higher than the senses. And higher than the mind is intelligence, but the soul is higher still. So this is a path of intellect and this path of intelligence. But the Spirit is wanting you to know that the soul is higher still. So this is really learning on this this Dharma, this spiritual level, this soul level, these deeper this deeper knowledge of yourself here is really what this learning is leading to here. And I'm getting that it may not appear that way initially, but this is actually where this is leading to. And then we have the time of death. I will read the back. At the time of death, whoever vanquishes his body remembering me alone, the divine, at once attains my nature. Of this there is no doubt. Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, that state will attain without fail. So, in many esoteric and occult paths, there is this aspect of, in a sense, dying before you're dead. So the body doesn't die, but something is shed. Something no longer remains. And at that moment, you attain this divinity, or you realize the divinity of yourself beyond ego, beyond intelligence. This soul awareness, if you will. All right. This is the Gods and Goddesses deck. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Leo's spiritual path for October 2022. Excuse me, let me rephrase. What are the divine energies surrounding Leos on their spiritual path for October 2022? 3 cards, please. Thank you. Thank you. One more. Okay. We'll condense these once we read them all out. So we have Ganga. Now, I just have to say, these are not religious specific readings. These are cards talking about certain energies, certain aspects of divine energies here. So we have Ganga, the goddess of heavenly ambrosia. And her blessings are purification of sin. Now, again, sin depends on what you believe in. So that is going to be different for everybody. Pacification of worldly desires. Liberation at the time of death. And remedy for physical disease. So you may be dealing with some sort of health issue at this time. But again, this blessing is saying there's a remedy coming through, whether that is in the spirit or through some level of pharmakeia. There's a remedy coming your way as you move forward here. Then we have Skanda. He is riding a peacock, and he's the god of war. So his blessings are the preservation of youth, again with this healing. Prowess in military arts. Strategic thinking in politics. Leadership qualities in times of peace. So this learning that you're going to be doing, somehow this is teaching you a certain level of defense. Now, whether that be using this strategic thinking to defend oneself, or this may be a certain level of martial arts. But this is giving you these leadership qualities in times of peace here. Interesting. And we have Lord Capilla, the knower of matter and spirit. And the blessings here are scientific knowledge. So again, with this learning, there's something very scientific about what you're learning here. The power of discrimination. Now, in the Hindu or Buddhist sense of discrimination is not what it means in the West in this oppressive definition of discrimination. In the East, if you will, discrimination is speaking of the discrimination between the activities of the mind and who and what you truly are at the root of yourself, this soul. Having the discrimination between the soul and the activities of the mind. So this is kind of the power that you are coming into here. Divine understanding and liberation. So again, liberation at the time of death, when this something dies. And a lot of times this would be equated to the ego. Now, the ego doesn't actually die, because when people are like, I've had an ego death, my ego has been demolished. What is saying that is a subtle and refined form of the ego. If there was truly an ego death, you wouldn't say anything. You would be basking and immersed in this soul bliss of the divine. But something is shed, and it's the identification with the ego. The identification with the ego is what dies, not the actual ego, because the ego is part of the functioning wiring of our mind. It's like the wiring of a car. You can step out of the car, but the wiring of the car still remains. And the other blessing is knowledge and mastery of the material elements. So this mastery, this knowledge and learning of material elements, the elements of the cosmos here. What is the universe made of? These elements. What is the earth made of? These elements. And learning how to work this. The mastery of these things. So now you're kind of stepping into this magic, this alchemy, again with this science. Scientific knowledge here. Then we have Hanuman. This is Jai Hanuman. And his blessings are the capacity to persevere. So again, you are being given the power to continue to move forward no matter what is in front of you. Physical strength and fighting ability. So again, with this God of War, these martial arts, the ability to defend oneself, superhuman powers to accomplish acts of service. So whatever you're doing, you are doing this in a mode of compassion towards others, in a way to help others, and finding this superhuman power to do so. And the last blessing is the ability to increase one's attitude of love in performance of selfless acts. So again, there's something you're doing for the greater good here. Whatever you're learning is putting you in a service role. And really moving forward with this attitude of love and compassion here. Then we have Parashuram, the slayer of demons. And his blessings are teaching abilities. So whatever you're learning is really going to put you on this teaching path, because once you master this, then you are in a position to teach others. Another blessing is ultimate justice for all. So again, with this service, and skills in martial arts. So we've had two, this is rare, we have two martial arts card. So whatever this skill is either it's self-defense, that's for some of you. Martial arts can sometimes speak to a Zen practice, but there is some sort of art in that way that you are learning. And the last blessing here is converting a warrior's spirit and qualities into peaceful ones. So that is all very interesting, that we are learning martial arts. We have the goddess of arts and learning. We have two martial arts cards. This scientific knowledge, and this converting a warrior's spirit and qualities into peaceful ones. Thank you. Oh. All right. Let's get 3 cards, please. What is on Leo's spiritual path for October 2022? 3 cards, please. Thank you. All right, these really wanted to pop out of there. All right. Whoop. Thank you. All right. So we have this card, and it says, or what, excuse me, or what was it I was doing a minute ago, yesterday's truth? So this is speaking to this choice. The one that would be easiest, the path that would be easiest, is something you've already done and learned before. And this is one of the choices you have. The other choice is something that is out of your comfort zone. But this is saying the easy path was yesterday's truth. This path that appears to be out of your comfort zone is today's truth. So go with the new, because it yields a long life. And we have drink gold. So this is speaking to this this remedy for a physical disease here. Drinking, it's like something that becomes so precious because you realize the healing that you get from it. It's like you're drinking like 24 karat gold. This is how precious this is to you and how important it is for you. And here, this blank card. Now, this blank card usually speaks to me of this soul recognition, the recognition of what you are beyond the intellect and the mind. Beyond this ego is this blank, what we would consider blank, but this is expansiveness. It has no boundary. This is the recognition of your true nature, our true nature, the true nature of consciousness. And this is kind of what you're coming into. This is not actually what you, what this appears to be. This doesn't seem like what you're signing up for, but in doing this, taking this path that's out of your comfort zone, this is what you are coming into. ultimately. All right. This is the Thoth deck. Please give us 3 cards. What are the hindrances on Leo's spiritual path in October 2022? 3 cards, please. Thank you. Right. Thank you. One more, please. Thank you. All right. Thank you, thank you. So we have the 9 of Cups. And in this deck, this is called the Happiness card. But this card is speaking of feeling content. So there is a sense being content with what you have always done, and this path that seems easier, this would be a hindrance. And again, it's saying take the road that is less traveled by you. Then we have the 5 of Swords here. Excuse me. So this is speaking of getting caught up in conflict, or perhaps a certain level of competition. It is going to be a hindrance here, and that it'll actually lead in defeat. So don't compete. How you really beat your competition in whatever you have going on is by not competing. And then we have the 3 of Cups here. So this appears that this is this learning that you may have to do alone, because this is 3 of Cups is speaking of collaborations here. So there is a sense that, especially when we go out of our comfort zone, we usually want a team with us or some other people to make us feel confident, or to come along on this journey with us. And the Spirit is saying that this is something that you have to go through alone. Now, it does appear that you are receiving some learning here, so you're not totally alone, but it's saying don't bring others along on this. This is just for you. So don't make this new learning a collaborative effort with your peers. It would appear. All right. Let's get 1 or 2 cards. This is really just 1 or 2 cards for Leos for what is on their spiritual path in October 2022. The Koi Fish. So this is really asking you to immerse yourself in these waters of your emotion here, because this is really where you're going to shine, is by really being in your emotions. Now, you don't want the currents of emotion to sweep you away. You want to be in control of your emotions, but really get into the emotions. Really allow these things to aid you at this time. All right, let's do these real quick. This is the Oracle of Rama deck. First, we pick a divine guide card, and they are numbered, and then we will get a couple oracle messages from the other part of this deck. And I shuffle these until one stands out to me or refuses to shuffle back in. Okay. We have Sita, the goddess, the heroine. All right. And her number is number 5. So there's 5 is the number of change here. So there is this change taking place as you move forward, provided you choose the path less traveled. All right. Please give us 2 or 3 messages for what is on Leo's spiritual path for October 2022. Thank you. 1 or 2 more, please. All right, let's not do that. 1 or 2 more cards, please. All right. Thank you. We have be aware. So we have number 5. So it says, caution, do not act in arrogance. So this might be speaking with this competition. Arrogance would have us really step into this competition with whatever this may be here. And it is saying, beware, caution, do not act in arrogance. So don't engage in this energy or these individuals that may want to compete with you at this time. This is saying cultivating virtues. The message here is happiness, good fortune from the Divine Mother. So from the Divine Goddess we're talking about. This is the happiness, good fortune from this change here. From this learning. All right. Let's get 3 cards from the Tiny. We will split the deck 3 times and take the tops of the splits here. Pink, green. Scoot these down a little bit. All right, pink. What do you got? Meditate. So this is a spirit kind of highlighting the importance of meditation. And if you are doing it, continue to do it. Maybe step it up a little bit. Extend the time that you meditate. Explore new ways to meditate. And if you're not meditating, the Spirit is saying, do engage in meditation, because it is only going to help you. It's not going to hinder you at all. It's only going to enhance you. Green, reassurance. So the Spirit is coming in, reassuring you at multiple steps along the path here. And this meditation seems to be kind of the key where you're going to receive a lot of reassurance. There's a lot of information that comes in that we become aware of when we meditate. And this can give us a lot of reassurance moving forward. Another green. Let's see. Come on now. Stick together. Forgive them. So these competitors, these people who want to compete with you, the Spirit is saying, do forgive them. And just across the board, it is better to forgive others. Now, when we forgive others, this isn't so that they can feel let off the hook. When we forgive others, this is really ultimately for ourselves, because when we don't forgive and we harbor these ill feelings, this only hurts us. It's like when we hold a grudge against someone, we're not punishing the other person. We're actually punishing ourselves for what someone else has done. And it's better for your state of being to forgive them. Allow your heart to be open and forgive. And this allows us to let go here. And this meditation is really, in part, also going to help you to let go a little bit. All right. Please give us 3 cards. What would you like to leave our Leos with for what is on their spiritual path for October 2022? 3 final cards for a parting message. What would you like to leave? What would you like to leave Leos with? 3 cards, please. All right, there's 2. Thank you. So we have the 7 of Pentacles and the Hermit. 1 more card, please. So 3 of Cups. And the 2 of Pentacles here. So with the 7 of Pentacles here, you are taking this long-term view. And this is in part why you are taking the road less traveled. It does appear that most of you are going to be taking this road less traveled and stepping out of your comfort zone, because you are really looking for these new results that stick. Perhaps what you have been doing, you get results, but for whatever reason, they don't stick. So you are taking this new path, and this is, and in doing so, you are also taking this long-term view and really doing the hard work to cultivate this garden of your heart and of yourself. And to really do this, stepping into this new path is going to require, to a certain extent, a certain level of what I say, hermit mode here. And again, with this meditation, but you are withdrawing from perhaps regular interactions with others, definitely withdrawing from this path, or this past path that you have been on. You're really doing this heavy soul searching and introspection at this time. But again, this is speaking of being alone. So the hindrance of having a collaboration in this new path, that would be a hindrance. And this is saying you are being alone and you're shining your own light here. And it's also interesting that we have the 3 of Cups again right after that. So with this Hermit, this is saying this friendship that is being here, this sharing of cups, this is speaking of becoming your own best friend here. This is a collaboration between you and these higher aspects of yourself, these deeper aspects of yourself here. And to do all of this is going to take a certain level of reprioritization. There's a choice that must be made here. But as you step onto this new path, you find that you are very adaptable to this new path. And in a sense, you're coming off of this rocky ocean and coming onto solid ground here. And this new path is going to seem very challenging, and it will be challenging to step out of your comfort zone. But as you really get into it and you master this is going to feel like play to you. This is going to change over time as you learn these new skills. And again, we have these options with the Seven of Cups here. We have these options. And like you have two paths here. One of the paths is somewhat illusionary. And one of them is the path that really holds the cup that you want to drink out of here. And this may be a drink that you have never tasted before. It's like when you're ordering something at a restaurant and you have your favorite that you always order, but there's this one thing on the menu that you're like, I've always wondered what that would taste like. And this is that time for a lot of you where you're going to say, I'm not going to order what I always ordered. I'm going to get this new thing and really try this something new, stepping out of your comfort zone here with these options that you have available to you. And when you choose that new thing, you're going to find yourself in this Sun card energy. This is going to bring about this enlightenment. You're going to feel very happy and successful in this new path. It's going to make you feel very positive, and this is going to be fun for you. And what might initially appear very heavy to step into this new, you're going to find that this is very light and allows you to really open your heart, coming into this childlike fun. And then we have the Star card here. So this is going to renew your hope and your faith in your purpose. This is really going to renew you in a lot of ways. Spiritually, emotionally, this is going to open up new opportunities for you. And again, with the health aspect. So you are... and this drinking gold and these remedies. Something on this new path is there is a remedy for whatever is ailing you at this time. And it's different for everybody here. But you are definitely coming into this good health energy. And here we have the bird. So you are receiving, as you move forward onto this new path, you're receiving this different level of communication and messages from the spirit, from the astral, however you word this, ancestors, spirit team, however you see that, you're receiving these messages on a higher level. And with this meditation is going to allow these messages to come in so much more clearly. And again, with the Star card, the planets, the transits, the moon cycles are going to play a big role in the timing of these things. So do pay attention to those things. We'll go one more. I'll try not to see what's underneath. I did it. All right. And so we have the Ace of Pentacles here. So you are receiving this abundance. This is the divine handing you this abundance. And this abundance is allowing you to manifest towards this new path through this portal onto this new landscape here. Stepping out of your comfort zone, as this garden is very much a comfort zone. You are stepping through the portal and out of this comfort zone. And in a lot of ways, you have manifested this. This is something you have wanted. And the Spirit is really bringing this in and providing this path. This path is being opened just for you and just for this specific time. You and the universe and the timing of these things are ripe for you to step into this at this time. So I think we're going to leave this reading here. Leos, I want to send you a lot of love and encouragement for October. This actually looks very good. It's very good. So if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated. And I appreciate all of you for tuning in, listening, and watching. It really does mean so much. And again, Leos, I'll catch you on the next go-round. Peace.